Energy is the language of the universe, and everything we experience is connected through this unseen force. When it comes to relationships and communication, this principle becomes incredibly powerful. We often think of phone calls and messages as physical acts initiated by someone else, but what if I told you that your energy plays a significant role in influencing those moments? Joe Dispenza teaches us that our intentions, when paired with the right energy, can shape our reality. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's the foundation of how we interact with the quantum field around us. Think about this: when you're frustrated or anxious, waiting for someone to call or text, you're broadcasting a signal of lack and desperation. This energetic state not only affects you internally, making you feel uneasy, but it also sends out a frequency that others can sense, even subconsciously. When someone doesn't respond to your energy, it's not because they're deliberately avoiding you. It's because your energy isn't in alignment with the outcome you desire. On the other hand, when you shift into a state of calm confidence, trusting that the call or message will come, you start to emit a frequency that is inviting, warm, and magnetic. The quantum field responds to clarity and intention. When you set the intention for someone to connect with you, your energy must match the emotion you'd feel when it happens. Visualize your phone lighting up with their name, or imagine the sound of their voice on the other end of the line. Don't just see it, feel it. Feel the joy, excitement, and ease as if it's already happening. This emotional energy is the key to unlocking the response you seek. It's not about manipulating someone's actions, it's about aligning yourself with the reality where that connection naturally exists. Energy flows where attention goes. If your thoughts are scattered with doubts, what if they don't care? What if they never respond? You're splitting your energy and weakening your intention. Instead, focus on the positive outcome with unwavering belief. When you do this, your energy becomes coherent, like a laser beam, sending a clear signal to the universe. This is the kind of energy that doesn't just wish for things to happen, but actively brings them into existence. You might wonder, can it really be this simple? The truth is, simplicity is the essence of power. When you release overthinking and stay present, you allow the universe to do its work. The key is to align your thoughts, emotions, and actions in harmony. By embodying the energy of someone who already has what they desire, you create an irresistible frequency that others naturally gravitate toward. In the end, this process isn't just about getting someone to call or text. It's about becoming a master of your own energy, using it to shape the relationships and experiences you want in life. Trusting your ability to influence your reality through the power of energy and intention. Once you do, you'll see just how quickly the universe responds. We often find ourselves trapped in cycles of thought and behavior that seem to repeat endlessly, especially when it comes to relationships and communication. You wait for that call or text, and as time passes, doubt creeps in. You start replaying old scenarios in your mind, convincing yourself that maybe you said the wrong thing or that the other person isn't interested. These thoughts are more than just mental chatter. They are powerful signals you're sending out into the universe. Joe Dispenza teaches us that these repetitive patterns form the framework of our reality. And unless we consciously break free from them, they will continue to shape our experiences. The first step to breaking free from these cycles is awareness. Most of us operate on autopilot, unaware of how deeply rooted our patterns are. Every time you think they never respond to me, or what if I'm not important to them? You're reinforcing a belief that keeps you stuck in the same emotional state. This state becomes familiar, even though it's uncomfortable. You're essentially reliving the past, projecting it onto the future, and ensuring that nothing changes. But the good news is that you have the power to disrupt this cycle. The moment you become aware of a recurring thought, you've already taken the first step toward change. Instead of allowing that thought to spiral, pause and ask yourself, is this thought serving me? If it's not, replace it with one that aligns with the reality you want to create. For example, instead of thinking they never call me, shift to, I am worthy of connection, and I trust it's on its way. It might feel unnatural at first, but repetition is what reprograms the mind. Breaking free also means letting go of emotional habits. If you've been feeling rejected, unimportant, or frustrated, those emotions become your baseline. They influence how you see the world and how others perceive you. People pick up on your energy, even if they don't consciously realize it. If you're radiating frustration or neediness, it creates resistance in the very connections you're trying to nurture. Shifting out of these emotions requires effort, but it's entirely possible. Begin by practicing gratitude. Focus on what you appreciate about the person, the situation, or even yourself. Gratitude shifts your emotional state from lack to abundance, opening the door for new possibilities. It's also essential to recognize that breaking free from old patterns doesn't happen overnight. Be patient with yourself. Every time you catch a negative thought or emotion and choose a different response, you're rewiring your brain. You're teaching yourself a new way of being, one that aligns with the outcomes you desire. And as you do this, you'll notice something incredible. The external world begins to shift. The calls and messages come, not because you forced them, but because you've changed the energy you're projecting. Remember, this process isn't just about communication with someone else, it's about the relationship you have with yourself. When you break free from the old, you make room for the new. Trust in this journey and watch how the universe mirrors your transformation. When it comes to creating meaningful connections, there's a powerful synergy that happens when the heart and mind work together in harmony. This is what Joe Dispenza refers to as emotional coherence, and it's a state where your thoughts and feelings align, creating a clear and unified signal that resonates with the universe. Most people underestimate the role of emotion in shaping their reality. They think that if they simply visualize or hope for something, it will happen. But the truth is, visualization without feeling is like sending a signal with no power. It doesn't reach its destination. To truly manifest what you desire, especially in relationships, you must pair your thoughts with emotions that reflect the outcome you want. Imagine for a moment that you've just received the call or text you've been waiting for. Picture the person's name lighting up on your phone or hear the tone of their voice as they speak to you. How does it feel? Is it joy, relief, excitement, or perhaps a sense of validation? Take a moment to connect with that feeling deeply. This is the emotional state you want to cultivate during your practice of visualization. Your mind may create the image, but it's your heart that powers it with energy. The universe responds not just to what you think, but to what you feel. The challenge for many of us is that our emotions are often dictated by external circumstances. If the call hasn't come, we feel disappointment or frustration. These feelings are valid, but they keep us anchored in a reality where the connection hasn't been made. To shift this, you must generate the emotions of the desired outcome before it happens. It's not about pretending or forcing yourself to feel something artificial. It's about stepping into the version of yourself that already has what you want and embodying that energy. This practice requires focus and a willingness to let go of doubt. When you visualize, you're not just daydreaming, you're creating a blueprint for your reality. The clearer and more consistent this blueprint is, the stronger the signal you send out. Emotional coherence amplifies this process, creating a magnetic energy that draws your desires to you. It's like tuning a radio to the exact frequency of the station you want to hear. If your thoughts and feelings are mismatched, thinking positively but feeling doubtful, the signal becomes static, and your intention doesn't reach its target. It's also important to approach this with a sense of trust and openness. You don't need to know exactly how or when the connection will happen. Your job is to focus on the what and the why, the joy of reconnecting, the excitement of hearing their voice. Leave the how and when to the universe. This detachment from the outcome doesn't weaken your intention, it strengthens it by removing resistance and allowing things to unfold naturally. When you practice emotional coherence, you're not just influencing a single interaction, you're transforming your entire energy field. This shift doesn't go unnoticed. People respond to your elevated energy, even if they're not consciously aware of it. The calls and texts come not because you've chased them, but because you've created an environment where they flow to you effortlessly. Trust in this process and let the joy of your desired reality guide you forward. One of the most common obstacles to manifesting communication or connection with someone is the tendency to focus on what's missing. When you're waiting for a call or a text, it's easy to get caught up in feelings of lack, wondering why they haven't reached out, what went wrong, or whether they're even thinking of you. These thoughts might seem harmless, but they carry a vibration that reinforces the very absence you're trying to change. Joe Dispenza teaches us that our reality reflects our internal state. When you focus on what you don't have, you broadcast an energy of lack, which perpetuates the same experiences. Shifting from lack to abundance is not just a mindset change, it's an energetic transformation. The first step to making this shift is to recognize where your attention is going. Are you constantly checking your phone, hoping for a notification? Do you find yourself replaying scenarios in your head, imagining worst-case outcomes? These habits create a cycle of frustration and anxiety, which not only drains your energy, but also keeps you tethered to a state of wanting rather than having. Awareness is the key to breaking this cycle. Once you notice these patterns, you can consciously redirect your focus toward abundance. Abundance begins with gratitude. Instead of fixating on the call or text you're waiting for, shift your attention to the connections and relationships you already have. Appreciate the people in your life who show up for you, the conversations that make you feel valued, and even the small moments of kindness you've experienced. Gratitude is a powerful tool because it shifts your energy immediately. When you're in a state of gratitude, you're not longing for something to happen, you're celebrating what already is. This creates a vibration of abundance, which naturally attracts more of what you desire. Another way to cultivate abundance is to act as if the connection you want is already in motion. This doesn't mean pretending or being inauthentic, it means embodying the feelings and behaviors of someone who is confident and secure in their relationships. How would you feel if you knew, without a doubt, that the person you're thinking of is about to reach out? You'd probably feel calm, excited, and at ease. Step into that energy now. Smile as you visualize their message arriving or their voice on the phone. Carry yourself with the confidence of someone who knows their worth and trusts in the timing of the universe. This shift from lack to abundance also requires releasing control. Often we cling tightly to specific outcomes, trying to force things to happen on our timeline. But this creates resistance. When you let go of the need to control every detail and trust that the universe is orchestrating things perfectly, you open yourself to possibilities you might not have considered. Detachment doesn't mean giving up. It means trusting that what's meant for you will come in the right way and at the right time. When you operate from a place of abundance, you radiate an energy that is magnetic and inviting. People are drawn to this energy because it feels good to be around. The person you're thinking of may not consciously understand why, but they'll feel the pull to connect with you. And when they do, it won't be because you chased after them. It will be because you shifted into a state of abundance that naturally brought them to you. Trust in this shift and let it transform not just this connection, but the way you approach all relationships in your life. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for transformation. And when it comes to manifesting communication from someone, it's a practice that can bridge the gap between your intentions and their physical manifestation. Joe Dispenza often teaches that meditation is not just a relaxation technique, but a way to tune into the quantum field where all possibilities exist. Through meditation, you move beyond the distractions of the physical world, your doubts, fears, and impatience, and into a state of pure connection with your desired reality. This is where change happens. To start, understand that meditation is about creating space. When you're anxious or obsessively thinking about why someone hasn't called or texted, your mind is cluttered with noise. This noise not only clouds your energy, but also keeps you locked in a state of resistance. Meditation allows you to quiet this mental chatter, align with the present moment, and tap into a higher frequency of possibility. In this stillness, you can recalibrate your energy and focus it toward your desired outcome. The process begins with grounding yourself. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed, sit comfortably and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths, inhaling deeply through your nose and exhaling fully through your mouth. As you breathe, imagine releasing all the tension, doubts, and worries that have been weighing on you. Let go of the urge to check your phone or analyze the situation. This is your time to shift inward, to connect with the energy that creates worlds. Once you're in a relaxed state, bring your attention to your heart. Joe Dispenza often emphasizes the power of heart-centered energy, as it's where true emotional coherence begins. Focus on the feelings you want to cultivate: joy, love, gratitude, and excitement. Imagine your heart radiating these emotions like a warm, glowing light. Then visualize the specific outcome you desire: a call or text from the person you're thinking of. Don't just see it happening, feel it as if it's happening now. Hear the sound of their voice or see their name appear on your screen. Feel the happiness and satisfaction of that moment, letting it fill your entire being. This isn't about forcing the outcome or trying to control the other person's actions. Instead, it's about aligning your energy with the version of reality where that connection exists naturally. By holding this vision and emotional state, you're sending out a clear and coherent signal to the universe. You're saying, this is my reality, and the universe responds by rearranging circumstances to match your vibration. As you continue meditating, practice detachment. Release any need for the outcome to happen in a specific way or time frame. Trust that the work you're doing in this state is enough. The quantum field operates on its own timing, and when you surrender, you allow things to unfold in the most perfect and unexpected ways. Your role is to set the intention, hold the energy, and trust in the process. Meditation not only strengthens your ability to manifest, but also transforms your inner world. It brings clarity, peace, and a deeper sense of connection to yourself and the universe. When the call or text finally comes, it won't feel like a coincidence. It will feel like the natural result of your alignment. Trust in the power of this practice and the limitless potential of the energy you're cultivating. Let meditation guide you to the connections you desire and beyond. Letting go is often the hardest yet most crucial part of manifesting the outcomes we desire. When you've set your intention for someone to call or text you, it's natural to want to hold on to that thought tightly, checking your phone constantly or wondering when it will happen. But this creates a state of resistance. By holding on too tightly, you're signaling to the universe that you don't trust the process, that you're uncertain whether your desires will come to fruition. Joe Dispenza emphasizes that trust and surrender are essential components in creating the reality we want. Once you've done the work of aligning your energy and setting your intention, you must release the need to control the outcome. This doesn't mean you're giving up or that your desire is any less important. In fact, letting go shows confidence in your ability to create and in the universe's ability to deliver. It's like planting a seed. After you've placed it in the soil and watered it, you don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You trust that with the right conditions, it will sprout in its own time. The same principle applies here. Your call or text will come, but only when you've created the space for it to manifest without the pressure of your attachment. Surrendering the outcome also frees you from unnecessary stress and impatience. When you're fixated on a specific result, you inadvertently tie your emotional state to whether or not it happens. If the call doesn't come immediately, you might start to feel frustrated or disappointed, which lowers your vibration and creates resistance. By contrast, when you let go, you remain in a state of trust and peace, which keeps your energy high and aligned with the outcome you desire. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring about the result. It means you're detaching from the how and the when. You're allowing the universe to work in ways that might surprise you. Sometimes the timing or method we imagine isn't the best path, and by insisting on controlling every detail, we limit the possibilities. Surrender creates openness. It says, I trust that what I desire is on its way, and I'm open to receiving it in the best possible way. In this state of trust, you'll also notice that you become more present. You're no longer obsessively focused on the future or the absence of what you want. Instead, you're able to enjoy the present moment, confident that everything is unfolding perfectly. This shift in focus doesn't just benefit you internally, it radiates outward. People are naturally drawn to those who exude calm confidence and trust in themselves. The person you're waiting to hear from will sense this change in your energy, often without even realizing it. Trusting the process and letting go is the final yet vital step in manifesting your desires. It ties together all the work you've done, the energy alignment, the emotional coherence, the visualization. By releasing your grip on the outcome, you signal to the universe that you're ready to receive, and often that's when things begin to happen. Trust in this flow and know that the connections you seek are already on their way.